Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most powerful forces shaping our planet, erosion. From towering mountains to deep valleys, vast deserts, and winding rivers, erosion is a relentless force, constantly transforming Earth's landscapes. In this video, we'll explore what erosion really is, how it works, and the many forms it takes. We'll uncover the surprising effects erosion has had over millions of years, creating some of our planet's most awe-inspiring landscapes and geological wonders. So, sit back, relax, and join us as we journey through the story of erosion and the incredible power it holds over the Earth. Erosion is one of nature's most profound and patient sculptors, constantly at work, albeit often unnoticed. When we talk about the power of erosion, we are referring to the natural processes that, over millions and billions of years, have changed the face of our planet in ways that are both subtle and monumental. Erosion is a process of breaking down rocks, soil, and other materials and transporting them from one place to another. It is driven by a combination of wind, water, ice, and gravity, with each force contributing uniquely to the reshaping of Earth's surface. Imagine a majestic mountain range, its peaks reaching high into the sky, covered with snow and ice. At first glance, these mountains seem unmovable, strong, and eternal. Yet, even the tallest mountains are subject to the forces of erosion, which, bit by bit, wear down their rocky structures. Over time, erosion has the power to reduce even the mightiest of mountains to rolling hills and plains. It's a process so slow that it can be difficult to comprehend, often taking thousands or even millions of years for its full effects to be seen. Water is perhaps the most familiar and powerful agent of erosion. Rain, rivers, and waves relentlessly shape our landscapes, carving canyons, smoothing rocks, and transporting sediments far from their original sources. Rainfall, for instance, seems gentle when it falls. But over time, repeated rainfall erodes soil and rock, creating valleys and gorges. One of the most breathtaking examples of water's erosive power is the Grand Canyon in the United States. This massive canyon, with its complex network of smaller canyons, steep cliffs, and vibrant rock layers, was created primarily by the Colorado River over millions of years. The river carved through layers of rock, creating one of the most recognizable landscapes in the world, a testament to the enduring power of erosion. The ocean, too, plays a significant role in erosion. Waves crash against coastal cliffs, eroding the land and reshaping shorelines. Sandy beaches may seem like simple places, but they are constantly changing due to the effects of erosion. Waves pick up tiny particles of sand and silt, moving them along the shore, creating sand dunes, and sometimes even changing the shape of the coastline. Storms amplify this process, causing large amounts of sand and other materials to be swept away. Coastal erosion can even threaten human-built structures like roads, buildings, and bridges, especially in areas where the coastline is receding. Rivers and streams are other powerful erosive forces, transporting sediments as they flow across the land. They carve out valleys and canyons, transporting pieces of rock and soil with them. Rivers tend to erode their banks and beds, creating winding curves called meanders. When rivers flood, they deposit the sediments they carry onto floodplains, creating fertile soils that are essential for agriculture. Erosion and deposition by rivers have shaped some of the most fertile areas on Earth, including the plains surrounding the Nile, Tigris, and Euphrates rivers, where ancient civilizations flourished. Wind, although not as powerful as water in terms of raw force, also contributes significantly to erosion, especially in arid environments. In deserts, wind picks up loose particles of sand and dust, transporting them across great distances. This process, known as deflation, can create dramatic landscapes, including sand dunes, which shift and reshape over time as winds change direction. Wind erosion can also polish rocks, creating smooth, rounded surfaces and strange formations known as ventifacts. Over long periods, wind erosion can reshape entire desert landscapes, moving massive amounts of sand and creating unique and often surreal scenery. Then there is the force of ice. Glaciers, which are massive bodies of moving ice, have a profound effect on erosion. Glaciers move slowly, but their immense weight and power allow them to scrape away rocks, soil, and anything else in their path. As glaciers move, they carry with them debris, grinding down mountainsides and creating U-shaped valleys that are distinctly different from the V-shaped valleys formed by rivers. When glaciers retreat, they often leave behind unique features, such as moraines, piles of debris that mark the glacier's past presence. Glacial erosion has played a significant role in shaping landscapes in places like the Alps, the Rockies, and the Himalayas. Even today, in colder regions of the world, glaciers continue to erode the landscape, albeit at a slower rate due to global warming and retreating ice masses. Gravity also plays a role in erosion. It might seem strange to think of gravity as an erosive force, but it acts as the underlying energy behind many forms of erosion. Gravity pulls rocks and soil down slopes in landslides and rockfalls. These dramatic events can cause large amounts of material to move in an instant, reshaping the land in ways that can be dangerous but also fascinating. Gravity is always at work, constantly pulling on loose particles, shifting them down slopes, and contributing to the overall erosive process. In a way, erosion tells a story of change, movement, and natural forces at play. The results of erosion can be subtle, like the smooth rounding of a stone in a riverbed, or monumental, like the formation of a massive canyon. By looking at a landscape, geologists can often trace the history of erosion, piecing together the story of how mountains rose, how rivers carved valleys, and how the land has changed over millions of years. Erosion doesn't just shape the land, it also plays a role in supporting ecosystems. For example, rivers carry nutrients from one place to another, enriching soils and supporting plant and animal life. Erosion, therefore, is a critical part of Earth's ecological balance. Human activities, however, have accelerated erosion in many places. Deforestation, agriculture, and urbanization can increase erosion rates, leading to soil loss, sedimentation in rivers, and even desertification in extreme cases. When forests are cleared, for example, the protective layer of vegetation that holds soil in place is removed, leaving the land more vulnerable to erosion by wind and rain. In agricultural areas, overgrazing by livestock and the use of heavy machinery can compact the soil, making it more prone to erosion. Erosion can lead to loss of fertile soil, impacting food production and the health of ecosystems. Understanding erosion, therefore, is not just about appreciating natural beauty. It is also about learning how to live sustainably and responsibly on our planet. Throughout Earth's history, erosion has shaped everything from the tallest peaks to the deepest valleys. The process is ongoing, a quiet yet unstoppable force that shapes our landscapes, creates fertile plains, and carves out valleys. It affects the way we live, influences our food supply, and plays a part in both natural beauty and natural disasters. The Grand Canyon, the fjords of Norway, the deserts of Africa, all are products of erosion, each telling a unique story of water, wind, ice, and time. In a world where everything seems constant, erosion reminds us of the ever-changing nature of our planet. The landscapes we admire today are just moments in a much longer journey. Scenes from a story billions of years in the making. The beauty of erosion lies in its power and persistence, a quiet, patient artist that shapes the world, one grain of sand, one drop of water, one gust of wind at a time. Erosion teaches us about the resilience and strength of nature, as well as the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. As we explore the power of erosion, we gain a deeper appreciation for the forces that shape our world. Erosion reminds us of the passage of time, the movement of continents, and the complex interactions between Earth's natural systems. Whether it's the whisper of wind over desert sands or the roar of waves against cliffs, erosion is a powerful, relentless force, sculpting our planet in ways that are beautiful, surprising, and profound. In understanding erosion, we gain a glimpse into Earth's past, a sense of our place in its present, and a respect for its future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the incredible power of erosion, where landscapes are more than just scenery, they are chapters in Earth's grand story.